Hello students, let us continue our lesson natural regions. Up to now we have seen tundra region, taiga region, grassland, steppes and prairies type, then hot desert region and another grassland Sudan type. Now let us today see equatorial region. First let us see today's thought. You can't always have a good day, but you can always face a bad day with a good attitude. I am repeating, you can't always have a good day, but you can always face a bad day with a good attitude. Now let us see equatorial region. Location and extent. Equatorial region lies 5° north and 5° south of the equator. Countries which falls here are Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Guinea, Congo basin and Amazon basin. Here in this world map in green color the equatorial region is shown. It is also called the rainforest area. Here throughout the year they have rainfall, hence it is also called rainforest area or equatorial region because it is near equator, 5° up and 5° down. So in the previous lesson we have seen this equatorial region, the belt which was formed, various belts were formed. So this was the equatorial region where the temperature was high and pressure was low, 5° north and south. So various names of those region are Hawaiian rainforest, Amazon rainforest, Ituri rainforest, Madagascar lowland forest, Atlantic Daintree forest and Harpan rainforest. So in this way the equatorial region extends from 5° north to 5° south, just above the equator and below the equator. Now let us see the climate here. Summer temperature is around 30° Celsius. Annual rainfall between 2500 and 3000 millimeter. That means quite good rainfall, means heavy rainfall they are having throughout the year. High heat and rainfall throughout the year. Now here as it is equatorial region, direct perpendicular rays of sun are there. We have already seen this in the previous chapter, but because of the high temperature the pressure is low and due to the rotation of the earth on its axis they are having rainfall throughout the year and the temperature is about 30° Celsius. Because of hot and humid climate, vegetal litter decomposes leading to diseases. Now here at the equatorial, because of the rainfall throughout the year, good quantity of trees are growing, extended forests are there, means up to large area is covered with forest, and because the temperature, the climate is hot and humid, the फॉरेस्ट लिटर दॅट मीन्स द व्हेजिटल लिटर, ज्याला आपण म्हणतो पानगळ, पानं जे गळलेले आहे, पानापाचोळा एवढा दाट जंगलांमधला भरपूर पानं जमतात. सो ऑल दीज लिटर बिकॉज ऑफ द क्लायमेट इट डिकम्पोजेस and it is in very large quantity. So this decomposition leads to the various diseases. मग हे खूप जास्ती डिकम्पोजिशन होतं, सडलेला पाचोळा असतो एवढा मोठा जंगलामधला, खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणात असतं, तर इथे त्याच्यामुळे वेगवेगळे आजार पसरतात. We have also seen that in our regions also, especially during rainy season, we have specific diseases like malaria because of this litter only, because of everywhere there is rainfall, everything is wet, so the surrounding area is filled with water and many things decomposes in the surrounding. This leads to the generation of various types of mosquitoes and insects which give rise to the diseases. So same thing is happening here also. Because of the rainfall throughout the year, vegetal litter म्हणजे कचरा, it decomposes and it causes various diseases. Natural vegetation. dense evergreen forest. Now dense, that, because throughout the year they are having rainfall, even temperature is good for the growth of the trees. So very dense, thick forests are there. And evergreen forest, because throughout the year the rainfall is there, the forest is green. Variety of trees and bushes are found here, because it is good for the growth of these varieties. So we have all sort of variety here. Swampy land, tall hardwood trees. Now swampy land means jithe now quite good rainfall they are having, and almost throughout the year they are having rainfall. So water which doesn't seeps in the ground after specific time. We also have a rainfall after summer. So for some time, for few days, the water seeps into the ground, and once the ground level is filled, we can see the puddles of the water everywhere. है ना, आपल्याला जिथे तिथे पाणी गोळा झालेलं रस्त्याच्या कडेला, ग्राउंडवर काही काही ठिकाणी पाणी साचलेलं दिसतं. सो दिस गिव्स राईज टू द स्वॅम्पी लँड, म्हणजे दलदल असलेली जमीन, बिकॉज ऑफ लॉट ऑफ रेनफॉल. Examples of the trees: mahogany, greenheart, rosewood, ebony. These are the main trees which grows here, and they are having very thick hardwood, and it grows very tall. Here I have shown the various types of trees here. This marking will show you. Now because of this rainfall, now during rainfall we can see that on the ground wherever the patches are there, we can see various weeds and grasses growing. Similarly, under the tree there are various types of small plants, shrubs and weeds are growing. Some trees are of specific length and some grows very taller. And because of this dense forest, the sun will not reach the ground, and in the jungles there is even dark during the daytime also. In the second picture you can see it's quite dark there, and it's marshy and green, the swampy land. Continuously it is raining, it is green color and it's dark. Again this is another picture of the equatorial forest. This is the picture of swampy land, ज्याला आपण दलदल म्हणतो. Now when water doesn't seeps into the ground, it is collected on the surface level. So you can see there the water is collected. These are the equatorial trees, the teak wood, rain tree. Now this tree, it is called as rain tree. The name is the rain tree. It is evergreen, mahogany, then tamarind, jackfruit, rosewood. From the picture you can make out why it might have been called rosewood. When the trunk is cut, the internal part you can see it is red like rose, that's why it is called the rosewood. डार्क लाल रंग आहे आतून. कापल्यानंतर जेव्हा ते झाड कापलं आहे तर आतले जेव्हा बघितलं आहे आपण आतला भाग, इट इज व्हेरी डार्क रेड, hence it is called the rosewood. Now equatorial animals. A great variety in animals is found here. In marshy land, where we called it daldal, these animals are found like anaconda, hippopotamus, crocodile. So such reptiles and animals which live in the marshy land, they are found here. Other animals are gorilla, chimpanzee. Variety of insects and flies are found here. These jungles, as they are very dense, it is full of variety of animals, birds and insects. Various type of reptiles and poisonous insects are also found here in this equatorial region. Now human life. Human settlement is few here. Because of continuous rain and very dense forest, life becomes difficult. human life dependent on nature. So, whatever is available, it is dependent on it. So, in such forest area or jungle area, people living primitive life, that means they are living in a tribal life. So, various type of tribes are found. Now, tribal means, or the tribes which are found, these people are still living the primitive life. They are not connected to the technology or the modernization. They live with the nature. So, various tribes are found here. These are the equatorial tribal trees. So, in this way, to protect themselves from the wild animals and also heavy rainfall, they build their houses on the trees, top of the trees. In this way, specific tribal people build their houses on the tree. These are some of the pictures of tribes. First is the African Pygmies tribe. Second, the Boro Indian tribe. These are the people living in the equatorial region. The Semang tribe of Malaysia and the other tribes. So, you can see in all the pictures that these people are living the primitive life. They are living in jungle, in the lap of nature, and their activities are also related to the things available, readily available in the nature. So, students, go through this part, equatorial region, through the textbook. In next period, we will deal with the other regions. Thank you.